What could make a seasoned hiker, a man who knows the wilderness like his own backyard, simply walk away from his life, leaving no trace behind but a chilling final message? This is the story of Ben Carter and the song that led him to disappear. Ben was an experienced hiker, known for his survival skills and calm demeanor. He set out on a solo trip to a remote section of the Appalachian Mountains, a place he'd explored dozens of times before. He had a GPS, a satellite phone, and was fully prepared for a week-long journey. For the first 2 days, he sent regular check-ins to his sister Sarah, assuring her everything was great. But on the third day, the messages stopped. Sarah waited 24 hours, then reported him missing. The search party was massive. They had drones, search dogs, and dozens of volunteers. They retraced his planned route, but found nothing, not a single footprint, not a dropped water bottle, nothing. It was as if he'd simply vanished into thin air. A week passed. Then, too, the search efforts were about to be called off when the police found a piece of evidence. The last text message Ben had sent. It was to Sarah, and it arrived at 3:17 a.m. on the night he disappeared. The message was only 2 lines. "I'm hearing a song. It's so beautiful. I have to see where it comes from." This confused everyone. What song? The search area was miles from any town, and there were no cabins or roads. The only sound in that part of the woods was the wind and the wildlife. The investigators went back to the location where the text was sent from, and for the first time, they noticed something weird. Dozens of trees had small, intricate spiral patterns carved into their bark. The patterns were uniform and perfectly symmetrical. They seemed to point in a single direction, deeper into the woods, towards a hidden valley. The team followed the direction for miles, through dense thicket and rocky terrain. The deeper they went, the quieter the woods became. The birds stopped chirping. The wind died down. The only sound was their own footsteps. They finally reached the bottom of a ravine, a place no one had ever explored. In the center of a small clearing, they found Ben's backpack. It was laid out neatly on a flat rock. Inside, his supplies were untouched. His wallet, phone, and keys were all there. But there was no sign of Ben. They searched the ravine for days, but it was like the earth had swallowed him whole. On a large, flat rock at the edge of the clearing, they found the last piece of the puzzle. Scratched into the rock was a message. The song, "It's not for me, it's for everyone. I'm going to find the voice." Next to the words was a carving of the same spiral pattern found on the trees. The police have dozens of theories. He had a psychotic break, he was abducted, or maybe he found something that no one else was meant to find. But every theory falls short of explaining the last message, the carving, or the fact that he left everything behind. The case was never solved. The search was called off, but to this day, some hikers in that part of the woods claim that on a quiet night, they can hear a faint, ethereal melody carried on the wind, a song that seems to beckon them deeper. What do you think happened to Ben? What would you do if you heard a song calling your name from the wilderness?